If I'm a coalition, Haji me rendition. Okwankwo ni fa baro fenye mo condition. Baka ejezo kubia, baka onye nzopụta. Mana eme nu mana mazi NK ga-apụta. Mazi na de kano nyegi fa na revelation. Sina temptation, gadaya na affliction.
But after temptation, no more celebration. No time for celebration, no more tribulation.
Odogwu amadi ka eze dị Igbo niile. Ibe na-ekwe ya okpukpe mechara ebe ya ọga. Over 10 years ka na-achọ odogwu. Nne ya mechara nwụọ, nna ya mecha nwụọ. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, hope of common man. 20 can charge, ọ kụrụ ya hands down. If I'm a coalition, Haji me rendition. Okwankwo ni fa baro fenye mo condition. Baka ejezo kubia, baka onye nzopụta. Mana eme nu mana mazi NK ga-apụta. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu nyegi fa na revelation. Sina temptation, gadaya na affliction.
But after temptation, no more celebration. No time for celebration, no more tribulation.
Odogwu amadi ka eze dị Igbo niile. Ibe na-ekwe ya okpukpe mechara ebe ya ọga. Over 10 years ka na-achọ odogwu. Nne ya mechara nwụọ, nna ya mecha nwụọ. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, hope of common man. 20 can charge, ọ kụrụ ya hands down. If I'm a coalition, Haji me rendition. Okwankwo ni fa baro fenye mo condition. Baka ejezo kubia, baka onye nzopụta. Mana eme nu mana mazi NK ga-apụta. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu nyegi fa na revelation. Sina temptation, gadaya na affliction.
But after temptation, no more celebration. No time for celebration, no more tribulation.
Odogwu amadi ka eze dị Igbo niile. Ibe na-ekwe ya okpukpe mechara ebe ya ọga. Over 10 years ka na-achọ odogwu. Nne ya mechara nwụọ, nna ya mecha nwụọ. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, hope of common man. 20 can charge, ọ kụrụ ya hands down. If I'm a coalition, Haji me rendition. Okwankwo ni fa baro fenye mo condition. Baka ejezo kubia, baka onye nzopụta. Mana eme nu mana mazi NK ga-apụta. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu nyegi fa na revelation. Sina temptation, gadaya na affliction.
But after temptation, no more celebration. No time for celebration, no more tribulation.
Odogwu amadi ka eze dị Igbo niile. Ibe na-ekwe ya okpukpe mechara ebe ya ọga. Over 10 years ka na-achọ odogwu. Nne ya mechara nwụọ, nna ya mecha nwụọ. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, hope of common man. 20 can charge, ọ kụrụ ya hands down. If I'm a coalition, Haji me rendition. Okwankwo ni fa baro fenye mo condition. maka eji eziokwu bịa maka onye nzọpụta mana eme enu mana maazị nke ga-apụta maazị Nnamdi Kanu enye gị final revelation si na temptation gada ya na affliction.
But after temptation, no more celebration. No time for segregation, no more tribulation. Finally,
odogwu ama dịka eze ndị Igbo niile ibe na-ekwe ya okpukpe emechara ekpe ya ọga over 10 years ka na-achọ odogwu nne ya mechara nwụọ nna ya mecha nwụọ maazị Nnamdi Kanu hope of common man 20 can charge ọ kụrụ ya hands down. Ife abụ coalition ha ji mere rendition ọkwa nkwuo na ife bara ofe nye m condition maka eji eziokwu bịa maka onye nzọpụta mana eme enu mana maazị nke ga-apụta maazị Nnamdi Kanu enye gị final revelation si na temptation gada ya na affliction.
but after temptation, no more celebration. No time for segregation, no more tribulation.
odogwu ama dịka eze ndị Igbo niile ibe na-ekwe ya okpukpe emechara ekpe ya ọga over 10 years ka na-achọ odogwu nne ya mechara nwụọ nna ya mecha nwụọ maazị Nnamdi Kanu hope of common man 20 can charge ọ kụrụ ya hands down. Ife abụ coalition ha ji mere rendition ọkwa nkwuo na ife bara ofe nye m condition maka eji eziokwu bịa maka onye nzọpụta mana eme enu mana maazị nke ga-apụta maazị Nnamdi Kanu enye gị final revelation si na temptation gada ya na affliction.
but after temptation, no more celebration. No time for segregation, no more tribulation.
odogwu ama dịka eze ndị Igbo niile ibe na-ekwe ya okpukpe emechara ekpe ya ọga over 10 years ka na-achọ odogwu nne ya mechara nwụọ nna ya mecha nwụọ maazị Nnamdi Kanu hope of common man 20 can charge ọ kụrụ ya hands down.
Thank you, Biafran people. That is our national anthem for today. So, today we come in a different style.
Anyị iwe mmeri. Anyị emeriwo. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu emeriwo.
Yes, sir.
Shame on bad people, shame on evil people.
Yes, sir. Nto, one Nigeria, Nto. Enemies of BRGI, enemies of BDF, Nto. Musa, Nto. Orabu Fulani, Nto. USB Nigeria, Nto.
Enemies of fallback. No.
BRGI continue to work stronger and make exploits in Washington, D.C. on daily basis. You that do not give credit to what we are doing because you know us go reach our papa houses. Those that do not know us, they understand the effect of BRGI. Yes, we appreciate all Biafrans. And we have come here to remind you that there is need for you to remember that the Biafra Defense Forces happens to be the lifeline of the Biafran people. Yes, because in the far north, in the middle belt, and in Yoruba land, they are looking for epitome of Biafra Defense Forces. They are looking for a replica of Biafra Defense Forces, but they cannot get none. But Biafran people are blessed to have our supreme leader, to have our prime minister, to have our Biafra Defense Forces, and to have a government who don't go to sleep, but watches to see that Biafra land is liberated and that we get our recognition in diaspora. Welcome to this very day. And before we go on, my ministers will say something to Biafrans before we start hitting the button. Minister Betty, are you there?
Yes, yes. What's wrong with this?
Go ahead, we can hear you, we can hear you. No, we can't hear you now. Now you have muted yourself.
Are you hearing?
Yes, we can hear now. You muted again. You muted again.
Let.
Okay, we can hear you now. We can hear you now. No, you muted. You muted. You muted again. Hey, speak up now. We can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm greeting my people from wherever they are watching. We love you all. I know it's not easy, but we must persevere. My regards to my leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the Lion of Africa, the Lion of Biafra, our PM, the man that gives it woto woto. Father Lord, please, these two men, we love them so much, but we love them more, or they love us more. That's why they are where they are today. We all know why we are here. We must all work together. Fighting will not get us Biafra. Fighting each other, I mean, but we must focus on our enemies, starting from the governors and the Fulanese and their allies, extensively to somebody like Asari Dokubo. All these people are those that we should focus on to fight them off our land because they don't want any good for us. But let's see as it goes. Thank you, my minister.
Thank you, Honorable Betty. Minister Jare, over to you.
Thank you so much, my able Minister of Information. Thank you, our beloved mother, Betty. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Fellow fans and lovers of freedom, we are back here again. And tonight, we want to show them that we are indeed winning and we are bringing the reports to you. The Lifeline of Biafra is very much active. The Lifeline of Biafra, which is the BDF, is very much active, and we are making the difference in Biafra land. We are making the difference. Brgie makes exploits everywhere, even in Washington, D.C. So tonight, we are bringing you the report card, and we are bringing the report to the world. Biafras all over the world, we can attest to that, evidence choke. and even the zoo, they are feeling the impact already. So the zoo cannot gather their pieces because the heat they are receiving from Biafra is too much. So tonight, share this program. Make sure you hit the like button and let your family and friends know that Brgie, this name Brgie, they are beginning to admire us. Even those that hated us too much before, they are beginning to admire Brgie as if Brgie is a new wife. Brgie is not a new wife. Brgie have always come and I've always been there. But now some people that rejected us, they are now trying to adopt us again. Anyway, this is the house that Biafrans belong to. Airborne tonight, we move.
Airborne, Wachineke. Airborne to Biafra Defense Forces, airborne to our heroes, both the past heroes and the living heroes, and the heroes of the future. Airborne to all of them. And airborne to our leaders who are doing the needful, our supreme leader and our prime minister. We are loyal to the existence of these two men and to every hero and heroine that are fighting to see that Biafra is fully liberated. Yes, like my minister Ajare said, BRGI is making exploit in Washington, D.C. Today, we are not the ones speaking for ourselves. Those that have gone through the spheres of journalism, they have come to understand the power of BRGI. They have come to understand the power of the Moran Global Lobbying Firm, which the Biafran government in exile contracted for the political and diplomatic lobbying for the recognition of the United States of Biafra. You see this man here. Where is his photo? Let's bring his photo up. You see this man here that they put $500,000 bounty on his head. This man discovered the formula that will finish Nigeria. The formula that made Nigeria to bring Biafra to limelight. This man here. Since the genocidal war, there has never been a time that the Biafran people have so organized themselves and come this far to the point of having a voice in the international community. And not just a voice, but a voice in the capital hill of America, Washington, D.C. You see that Washington, D.C., where you saw President of South Africa sat down to speak with Donald Trump. That is where BRGI are playing the game. You may not like BRGI. You may not even like our PM, because I've seen many videos where some people say, I don't like Nnamdi Kanu. I don't like Simon Ekpa. But I love Biafra. I say, look at you. You are being so foolish. Because some of you are Biafrans, but the idiosyncrasy that has been sewed into your brains have made you to become so fickle-minded that you cannot take a stand to your freedom. Now, what is this man in South Africa? Julius Malema. Okay. He created a scene that everybody in Africa have run away for how many years. He brought back that song that the whites were singing when they were killing the blacks during the apartheid. When you hear of kill the boer, kill the farmer, it was not South Africa that sang it or that brought it about. Oh. It was the whites that brought it. That was the song they were using where they were killing the blacks. And everybody shy away from it. No apology to the blacks. Anytime the blacks want to talk, they say, no, you don't talk. Oh, imperialists will cut you off. You have to create a problem to get the attention of those that are putting you inside pot. So because of Julius Malema, Donald Trump that will not look for South African president, that will not talk to South African people and listen to their yearnings and their voices and their cries. In 2025, he had to call South African president and say, sit down here. Tell us about this white song. Explanation came to the table. At the end of the day, you get to understand that the song, who originated the song? It was the white people that originated the song to use it to kill the blacks. So, in the point of view, trying to say you want to kill or sanction Malema, you have actually reminded us how the song came about, who used the song against the black people. So, this man you see here, this God sent that you see here, this miracle worker that God has given us, this Ikpoki that you people see here on the screen, this Ekperima that you see here on this screen,
This taproot.
this taproot. Hey,
This Obatobie.
where you see here,
Monapo.
Isi na-ebu ogidi.
Isi nebo gidio.
this Itere Kondo.
Ukoromo.
Hey, this man of mystery, this man of mystery here, after how many years? Minister Jare, please, from 1970s to 2024. No, 2023, because that is when Biafra Liberation Army was unveiled by Biafran people, and they started giving wutu to Nigeria, and then they started crying. From 1970s to 2023, please do the calculation. How many years is that? 1970s to 2023.
About 50, about 55 years or so. 1970.
To 2023.
55 years.
55 years.
Yes.
You see, in 55 years, no one could figure out the equation or the focal point or the weak point of Nigerian terrorist government. But only one man, after 55 years, studied Nigerian dangerous, destructive diversity, and then uncovered the solution, the equation that will be used to destroy Nigeria. When he said, I will be the end of Nigeria, people thought that he will now come and stand like this and then fall on Nigeria, and then Nigeria will fall. It is the ideology, the formula that he brought about that has sunk Nigeria today. That's why you see Nigeria today. When they say Finland detained him, what has happened to Nigeria? From point A to Z is sinking. A sinking ship is going down gradually. Going down gradually. Hey, before we go into the main order of the day, I beg, Minister Jare, what can you say about this experimaristic experiment on the screen?
Lamb the one join me. Hey! Obatobie. Udwa Kamirio. Yeah. Hey! You know, you all remember when everywhere was heated up and all of them, everybody was saying, Tinubu paid him $25 million. He is working against Nnamdi Kanu. He is against Biafra. This man is an instrument of the zoo. They have called him to scatter what we are doing. It is not even up to 2 years. They have seen how he has brought so much, attention of the whole world to Biafra. So much how he has made the whole world see the need to change the narrative. And he focused, this is a man that is embodied with consistency. His consistency in the area of making sure that Nigeria does not swallow Biafra. Because the fact that today, Nigeria is doing that their charade and bringing Mazinam Kanu out every day, we are seeing him. It's because of this man you are looking at here. Because he insisted. He told them, remember he told them that I will make the kidnap of Mazinam Kanu to be more expensive than any other thing. I will make it more, keeping him will be more expensive. Is it not here that we were told that any day they bring Mazinam Kanu out, any day they bring him out, that the zoo is losing 500 million every day? So imagine that means every of these court days they are bringing our leader Mazinam Kanu out. The zoo is bleeding and crying. Is it not the same person they say is working for Nigeria? The same person is the one that is making Nigeria feel the pain of their wickedness. And the fact that Biafra land is not overrun is the awareness that he continued to create. That consistent awareness, bringing analysis that is top-notch. This man, he is a man that you cannot take it away from. And Finland, I am telling you, they are already owning up to it. And let me tell you, if you think what you are seeing Nnamdi Kanu display today in the court and defeating the zoo, wait until Simon Ekpa, in combination with the grace and glory of Nnamdi Kanu, will bring victory and glory to Biafra. Not many days hence, not many days from now. These are the instruments born for the restoration of the kingdom of heaven on earth. These are the people that have sworn with their lives. Instead of Biafra not to come, it is better for them to be lowered down 6 feet. Instead of Biafra not to come, I remember when he did a program, he said, instead of Biafra not to come, I will become a beast for Biafra to come. Today, the whole world is scared of Vladimir Putin because as a young man, he was devoted and committed to the sustenance of Russia. Even though Soviet Union was dismantled, Russia remained a name. Russia remained a powerhouse up to tomorrow. The same thing, our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa have vowed to make sure that Biafra will be remembered all over the world. Biafra will be paramount. A nation that will be, reckoned with in the Committee of Nations in the whole world. That is why today, even with all the revolutions going on, all these nations that are rising up, they are all waiting for their senior, for Biafra. Because when Biafra wakes up, they will now conclude that yes, that deliverance have come to Africa. And the days are very close. Biafrans, we are blessed. I remember our Prime Minister will always tell us, any one of you that are alive to see this Biafra Republic government in exile, and fortunate enough to even be a part of the government, he said you should count yourself a blessed person. He said you should begin to thank God that you are among. So that means he said you should guide. There's a day he said guide your position, guide whatever you are doing for Biafra, guide it jealously, because it is a precious thing for you to be found worthy to work for Biafra. So guide it jealously. Do not lose it like Judas lost his place before Christ. Do not lose it like Ngozi Fulani lost her place before Biafra. And now Ngozi is looking for how to return back to Brgie, but Brgie have already vomited her. You can never come back to the house you rejected. We have already vomited you. We spit on your grave. You are gone. You can never eat your cake and have it. Ngozi, I remember the days they were saying, hey, how can you born a child and he will go from primary 1 to primary 6 and you want him to go back to primary 1? We can never go back to Brgie. Today, Ngozi have looked back and see that this USB is USB charger. The real USB is yet to come. I want to go back to Brgie. I am the DPM of Brgie. Chineke, dear friends, we must celebrate. This man is a wise man. That is why up to today, as he closed the book of Ngozi Arabu Fulani, he closed the book of all the saboteurs that are left with Ngozi. That book can never be opened again. It is closed and closed forever. Count it all joy that you are still in Brgie. Count it all joy that you are supporting BLA, the Biafra Angels. Count it all joy that you are part of this team that are making it happen for Biafra. Airborne.
Thank you, Mwachineke. Honorable Betty, over to you.
Thank you so much. Are you hearing me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Well, when they say Ohaneze announces a $500,000 bounty on Ekpa, accuses him of causing war in Southeast, I will remind the Ohanezes that they are toothless bulldogs. They don't know what is happening to them, but they do know they are only living in pretense. Our PM, Mazi Simon Ekpa, is what we call Ogbu onye ọma mbọsị ndị na-agụ ya. I mean, in a very good way, because whatever Onyendu said, all of them except Biafra has come to materialize. Onyendu is a deity as a human being. He's a prophet. When he told us, go and listen to Simon Ekpa, he is bringing a new dimension. Onyendu wasn't wrong. It was just like one of his prophecies. Onyendu doesn't eat without looking well or killing whatever he's eating, like the lion who lives in the bush but doesn't eat grass. Our PM, Onyendu, has actually roasted him in the fire, like the gold we go through the fire to become a fine gold, before he told us to go and listen to Simon Ekpa, that he is bringing a new dimension. And believe you me, that new dimension, Nigeria never, in fact, they never took it well. So they started looking for our PM's head, but they will never find it. Today, our PM is not here. And you can see that the difference is clear. It's not just him per se, but Biafrans, we know what we want. But when PM was here, so many things were happening for us in a very good light. Happening for us in the sense that he got us that thing that they didn't allow Onyendu to do. When Onyendu makes one step forward, the DOS and the governors of Southeast, the Fulani Stooges, they will drag him 10 steps backwards until PM from 2021 to 2023. Our Liberation Army was unveiled in Finland by Biafrans under his leadership. 2024, our restoration was declared. So many things that he achieved within a short period of time. That is why they were crying about our PM. But if you listen to the legal reps of Onyendu yesterday, all the questions and videos they asked, one of the videos that I like so much was where they played for that witness that never knew anything. He never witnessed anything, and he's coming to court to be a masked man. He played for him a video where Hope Uzodinma was saying that it was the politicians who were making Imo State, insecure. That they killed one man, a politician in an APC man's house. So it was never us. Since they held our PM as the East or Southeast as they call it, but we know is our land. They can call it anything they like. Has the insecurity gone from bad to good or from good to bad? That is a question for them to answer. Musa doesn't talk anymore. Where is Musa? Where is he? Let him come and talk. Our PM is that man that loves his people. Where he is today is not where he's supposed to be. But he is there because he loves us. And everything is going very, very well for us. So when Ohaneze is saying $500 bounty on our PM, Mazi Simon Ekpa, go and see so many people dying of hunger. Ohaneze, they don't even know their left to their right. To the extent that Fulanis are the ones who will choose somebody to lead them. Today, I saw one Hausa man, Fulani in Enugu, that Mba has elected to be his advisor on security. Why is it that they are holding our PM? What has changed? Nothing. Nothing has changed. People are crying more. More lives are being taken to tell you that our PM, neither him nor Onyendu, has ever been a problem to our people. Our people were well secured under their watch, especially our PM. You know that when you have a very young man around you, the energy, the vibes that comes out from him, you will be holding him, telling him to calm down. That's what they would have done. But now Biafrans are showing them that whether Onyendu is there or Ekpa is not there, that we are going ahead. We are going ahead. Biafra is coming and it must come. There is nothing that they can do. So our PM has done nothing to them. Hope Uzodinma has said it, that it is not IPOB, that is not the ESN, it is the politicians. Why is it that the Ohanezes are not doing anything to help hold that man that Hope Uzodinma told them about? Even Hope Uzodinma himself, his hands are not clean. What is Ohaneze doing about Hope Uzodinma and that politician that Hope was talking about? So whether our PM is not there or whether he is there, Onyendu is not there or they are there, Biafra is going to come. No matter what they say or what they do. They can give 100 million or $1 billion of dollars. They will never win us. Biafra is from God. Thank you so much. Are you there, my minister?
Yes, we there. Where we go there? We know the. Now here they carry us go. Yeah. Now here
I
they
like
carry.
that music. Make you play them once more. That
Okay.
J-Pax music, the
All
team
right.
fine well.
Let us blow it again before we enter. Thank you.
If I'm a coalition, Haji me rendition. Okwankwo ni ifa baro fenye mu condition. Maka eji eziokwu bịa, maka onye nzọpụta. Mana eme new man, Maazị NK ga-apụta. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu enye gị ife na revelation. Si na temptation, gada ya na affliction.
But after temptation, no more celebration. No time for celebration, no more tribulation.
Odogwu amadi ka eze ndị Igbo niile ibe na-ekwe ya okpukpe mechara ebe ya ọga over 10 years ka na-achọ odogwu nne ya mechara nwụọ nna ya mecha nwụọ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu hope of common man 20 can charge ọ kụrụ ya hands down
Thank you. Minister Ejare, there is something here you have to touch before we nail it on. The order of the day. See something you have to touch here. I leave the mic to you.
Hey, Umokoko. So PM constituted for four-man committee structure for survival whistle.
Okay, let me go and bring the video of the committee first before I will bring this one back so that you can take care of it for her.
Please bring the video of the survival committee. Biafrans. They don't really insult.
See them here.
And thank you to the currency department. On that note, we go to the next agenda we have for the meeting today. We have the announcement of the Committee for Brgie Structure, Peri and Post Declaration by our Prime Minister. Here.
All right, thank you very much, the COS. Today, as we get closer to the declaration of the restoration of independent state of Biafra, we are making sure that we are hitting the ground running, putting every mechanism in place. And of course, as that is happening, we put a necessary structure that is not yet in place. The declaration of Biafra in Finland will spark international discussion. The international discussion is going to spark is the one that will shake the entire world. So, Odeshi has been activated. So we can stand shaking. I am telling you the fact. Odeshi has been activated. Because the discussion, like the police told me here, Simon, do you know that this is going to spark a very big international discussion? I say that's exactly what I'm looking for.
Please pause.
If it didn't happen, it means they didn't do it right.
Let me get there. So, the Biafra, did you hear what he said? Who did he say that told him? Who? Who told him? He said,
The police.
The police told me. You see? So those of you that think you can sabotage Simon Ekpa and succeed, you are all a joke. The police told me here. The police who knows what he's doing. The police who knows that he's not going on an easy ride. They told him, you know you are going to spark international. The police. Please go ahead and play it, please.
They went ahead to ask me, do you know that the president is going to make? I said, that is what I'm looking for. Anyway, let us continue. So, on this note,
what I'm looking for.
I will be announcing a committee for the structure of the Biafra government after declaration. And everyone who have worked with me from the beginning till now will know how I work. I work in a very mysterious way. I can have different group of people working on the same project and they don't know each other. And nobody knows that somebody else is working on the same project.
Hey, oh God. Now, did you hear what the PM said? First of all, he said, that is what I am looking for. Now, how many of you remember that the PM have always, when people would come and say, when this PM, even if they arrest PM, if they seize PM, somebody else will take over, he will tell them, shh, 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 I am the finisher. If you are looking for someone else, forget it. No one else. I am. So, this man who is leading us and currently our PM and fully in charge, still right now from Finland, he never in any way anticipated, envisaged, or planned that there will be a handover to someone else, or that someone else will take his place. That is why today in Brgie, we don't have another PM. What we have is a PM acting. You know why? Because the PM is still active. Because when you watch and see some ignoramuses, some umokoko coming to even dare the prime minister and say, yeah, let him come out now and sit down here. That is why immediately the PM got the hint and the news that one psychiatric whistleblowing psychopathic doctress or fake doctress is now claiming to be
whistleblowing maniac.
Whistleblowing maniac is now claiming to be a DPM.
Mm-hmm.
DPM say, what is DPM? In my structure, there's nothing like DPM.
Fraudulent claim.
And today, all of you that have brain, that when the PM heard this nonsense and refused to ever behold her face or talk to her, and decided to end it with her and ordered the lawyer to write her with a legal, do you know what it means? Dabiri office. Dabiri, Ahmad Dabiri is international lawyer from a legal highest level. You mean a lawyer that have handled people like Muammar Gaddafi, a lawyer that have handled countries, powerful countries of this world, wrote with a letterheaded paper with instruction for this PM. Goswara Abu Fulani, stop! And then she comes out and she's insulting them. When PM heard it, PM said, this one doesn't know what she's doing. Because I don't have anything like DPM. I don't have anybody like who will take over. I am the finisher. What? And then when you hear the idiot, she will still be saying, Obatobie. Ask her to describe or to define Obatobie. Can somebody help me to define Obatobie? What is the definition of Obatobie?
Definition of Obatobie: someone who is a problem solver.
Oh no, in the reality time, Obatobie, when he shows up, everything will end. He's a finisher.
Yes.
Obatobie, immediately he shows up, the wahala will end. So when you call somebody Obatobie, it means that he has the power and the ability and the capacity to resolve all these problems. He has the solution. He is the antidote. And then this woman will be opening her useless, dirty, smelly mouth. They don't like Obatobie. They don't want Obatobie. They don't care Obatobie. And then she is the one that is sabotaging Obatobie. Because if you believe in Obatobie, if you believe in Obatobie, you will know that Obatobie is not two. It's only one. There can never be two Obatobie in a country. It is one. They don't care Obatobie. She is the one that is. Where is that voice coming from?
I've put it off.
So you see these nonsensical people. Now PM is saying that, look, I am the finisher. The PM is saying that the police, they are aware.
And then they were telling me all this. Do you think that this same PM who has all these things, all programmed for Biafra restoration, and now he's not telling them that I work in a mysterious way. If I give you assignments, don't think that you are the only one doing that, you know. I have given the same assignment to different people. So that by the time you will carry your shoulder and say, I am the most trusted, PM know the story of most trusted. So there is nothing like most trusted doesn't exist with this PM. Nothing like most trusted. You understand? So what you need is result. If you are not...
I beg, educate this person here that the PM never had a deputy and doesn't have a deputy.
Yeah, Simon Ekpa never believed in a deputy. He never believed in a deputy. Because if he believed in a deputy, he's a strategic man. If he believed in a deputy, or if he was afraid that something would happen to him and somebody would take over, he would have put place for it. When the story of deputy ended was after Uchebe 4 was casted and busted. So he is the one that actually received the anointing from Onyendu. He did not receive the anointing from Onyendu as a deputy. He received the anointing from Onyendu as the finisher, not as a deputy, because Onyendu himself does not believe in deputy. So this deputy, this, it doesn't exist with this movement. So, and then you ask yourself, this shameless woman, this smelling gutter that call herself Ngozo that have now decomposed into a whistleblower, reduced herself to a deputy. And she's the one that imposed upon herself, oh, deputy. I am DPM of a USB charger. DPM, and now, after a long time, when she see that her USB is USB charger, she for 3 days ago, she now started adding BRGIE. The same thing that PM told her, remove it from your mouth. Because you are corrupted, you are smelling, you do not deserve it. Anything about Brgie and Biafra is holy. It cannot come out from the mouth of a pig. It cannot come out from the mouth of a dirty, smelly something. No. I use such demeaning words for her because you know why I will continue to use demeaning and very, 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 dirty attributes for her is because she does not respect the office of the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in Exile. Our PM is Obatobie. He's the one we are loyal to. He's the one we make, we respect and we obey, our PM. So I think that message is still going on. So I was just addressing that point where we are at.
Like you said, PM said, I give people assignments and I send people messages without letting you know there are other people I send the same messages.
Yes.
Uh-huh. So as this one is fanning herself, thinking that she is the most trusted, she don't know that PM also give assignments to other people, the same assignment that they give to this person, and then you happen to be a monk, and then you're fanning yourself. Minister Jare, it be like say you forget one thing, say the psychiatric patients no if only say it be DPM, it say it be head of state.
Okay, even reach that level.
And
You reach
COS.
you reach that level, head of state.
She's also COS.
She still carry COS join body.
Head of state of United States of Biafra, USB Nigeria Group, DPM of United States of Biafra Nigeria Group, COS of United States of Nigeria Group.
Hey! So, Ara de no de ara. Ara de no de ara.
So wait, make I ask question. Is it that I be head of state, I still be COS to myself? I still be deputy head of state to myself. Honorable Betty, I mean, now you go answer this question.
Ask me question. You know, my ministers, it gets one thing well now they also miss. Eh? There was this place where Minister Van 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 was doing program with Ada and Emmanuel. They never knew that she sent perfume to our PM, and PM rejected the perfume and said that they should return it back to sender.
God bless you for reminding us. God bless you.
Yes. So, but this Ada was screaming. Van 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 said, yes, she did it. Ada said that she never told them. Just the same way they never knew that this woman and PM were not in good terms before we traveled to Finland, and she wasn't going to go to Finland. That woman, whenever she is talking and I listen, I will just be seeing somebody who doesn't know anything about Biafra. She's just doing guesswork. That was why she surrounded herself with all the people that was somehow excommunicated or sacked by the PM and Onyendu. Because Uruagu was sacked by PM, Onyendu, but she's working with Uruagu. PM sacked so many of them, including Caterpillar, that she's working with. So they don't know, because I heard where you were asking him, if he is not around, does it mean that you people should be taking order from her? PM said, no, don't misquote me. You don't understand me. Nobody can take over or give orders when I'm not around. It was you, Minister Kwarawa, that asked him that question. So this woman was quarreling literally with every other minister. And PM was getting cheesed off of this woman and her wahala. So many of them who are following her, thinking that correctly she was made the surrogate. Even Minister Van 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 brought out how will I put it, a fraudulent pages of WhatsApp message that she manipulated and showed them that she is a surrogate. How can you be quarreling with somebody before our movement to Finland, and shortly after he was arrested, he asked you to be his deputy? How can that happen? You are not in good terms with somebody. So Honorable Fulani is just a novice about Biafra issue that came to sabotage what we are doing. But her time, in fact, is only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. Thank you for this opportunity to talk to my people.
See the comment where you for put here. Head of state, DPM, COS, under her leadership. Under her pillow.
Wait, how can only one person be head of state, be DPM, be COS to herself alone under her leadership? Okay. Before we continue, let us, in line with this, in line with what is happening here now, somebody that say is a BPM, make when I say something, somebody that say that is BPM does not know the current map of Biafra.
In order for them to do the job the Nigerian state have paid them to do, they try to make it look as if there's a parallel government or there's something else out there, so that they can confuse those they want to confuse. If you look at this picture we have on the screen, you will see that after they failed in diaspora, they want to go to homeland and create the confusion with those that are working with them, those that are paid by the delegitimized governors. to create whatever they are trying to
You
create.
always know those that are paid,
So
because
you can see
that are
where
paid.
they are trying
Yeah,
to
that's
talk
how
about
she was
southern
paid.
region, eastern region. Can you show the other regions on the
See the cry. Is it the
there
cry
is
about region coloration
no,
of
not this. Okay, good. You can see this. Can you make it bigger? Okay. Okay, can you? Okay, great. So now you can see northern region, southern region, go up, eastern region, scroll up, we'll go. Eastern region, scroll up, down, sorry. Okay. And then there's a central region. There's central, like 5 regions, okay? Central region, and they put the 40 states of the United States of Biafra in these. Scroll up to the criminal that posted it. No. Go back to the same picture. Yes, you all see the person that. No. I
Yeah.
need the name, the picture. Yes.
I need the name.
She's
I need
very,
the name.
she's
Posted
very
this.
fond of calling
His name
people
is there.
criminals.
the fear of the 3 wise men is the beginning of wisdom.
I need the name.
I need the name. He cannot pronounce that name again. Oh. He said, pronounce the name now. Now only to say that criminals. Biafran people, make una see you, una head of state. We come out from Kafanchan. DPM, COS, she does not know the current map of Biafra. Make una listen, no, the thing never finish. We just want make una hear something.
You all see the criminal that is manufacturing this lie and trying to spread it to Biafrans.
And yesterday or a day before, Minister Jare, when we were on space, there was one of our followers that came and said, so you manufactured a map, a new map.
If I tell you something, you manufactured a new Biafra. You manufactured a new Biafra, not a new map. Why didn't you say you manufactured? Because this is the map everybody knows. This is all the map. This is all the boundaries. It's just the colors are just showing you the states that are created. That's just the colors. I think that the color they confuse her. Maybe I will call it Namdi. I will call it Namdi to teach her that when you draw map, you can use color to color it to show that this one is in the east, this one is in the west, this one is in the south. You know, when you color it, you see, because there is what we call 4 cardinal points: east, west, north, and south. Abi, not be natural geography.
Oh
4 cardinal points: east, north, and south. And then the map is colored. Maybe I will call it now to teach her how to color.
God
So that
bless
she will
you.
know. So at least, like Hadibi, she came now and say, Sonny have manufactured a new Biafra. They have manufactured. I tell you.
These are the people that these AWU are following. And this is one of their followers. Look at this one where they these are one of their followers. She said Simon Ekpa did not post this map on 7th of November. But he can even see it here on top here. That this was posted on 7th of November by Prime Minister.
No, because Prime Minister did not color it now. He did not use crayon. You brought paint now and you painted it so that it will be showing to everybody to see it. That is what is confusing them, is the color.
I mean, call Namdi, make Namdi call color
That's
map
what
for
I'm saying.
them.
We are going to bring in Namdi to teach them how to color something. Because this one is white, it's not colored. Then this one will now brought paint and colored it so that Ngozi will see. Even the way we color it, she still do not see it to show you that she is in Maka. Something is wrong with her. Eh? If you could not see the one that is not colored, is it the one that is colored you will see? Can't you see that your score is becoming too much? I need to bring in Namdi to lecture you. Eh? Before you come here and tell them that Sonny have produced another Biafra.
Anyway, let us listen to see how head of state of a country group and a deputy of the head of state and chief of staff of the head of state is making mockery of our position, of our office. Something where we say even Namdi, we just come to this war yesterday. Namdi knows how to use pen and marker to color something. But this 70 years old woman
70-year-old whistleblower.
She does not know anything about Biafra. She's doing a guesswork.
You know, say when God want this grace person, that's so he debut. 70 years old woman cannot know how to use color pen to color map.
Map of 5 regions of Biafra, 40 state of Biafra Confederation. They want to redo everything our Prime Minister already did. The Prime Minister never created anything like region in the formation of the 40 state of the United States of Biafra. But this criminal you are watching right here, he and his cohorts in homeland, they are the one trying to confuse Biafrans to do this after they failed in the diaspora. This is what they are. They've manufactured to confuse innocent Biafrans in homeland. They will pay for this. It's a promise. This confusion they're doing in the absence of our Prime Minister, they have no reason to be doing what they are doing.
Sonny,
Biafrans, I want you to be alert on this criminals.
Why are you confusing Biafrans with
by the
crayon?
Nigerian state to disrupt what we are doing?
Why are you confusing us with paint and crayon? You will pay. You will pay for that crayon. How much did you buy that crayon? You will pay for it. He doesn't want to give you the money back. The money you used to buy that crayon. Yes. That you don't now be to paint this thing. He doesn't want to give you the money back. You will pay. You will pay for painting Biafra flag. What kind of nonsense is this? You want to confuse us with paint? Sonny? You want to confuse Biafrans with paint?
The truth is that we create content for her to use and lecture her mumu.
God, how can you just come a flag that is white? So you will pay because this thing you are doing is not good. How can you just go and carry paint and then use paint now to be painting Biafra flag?
Namdi nine color this map. Nine color this map with crayon, color crayon. Namdi use yellow crayon, blue crayon, green crayon, black crayon, and red crayon. And then Honorable Fulani is crying now. She's crying for Namdi.
Are you telling me that all these people do not know that they need to lock Ngozi up in one of the rooms of our hospital? And tell her, Madam, you really need to take a break and treat yourself. Somebody should tell her that this thing is paint, that this thing is just crayon.
Oh my God. The disgrace is too much, honestly. The disgrace is too much. I thank God. What the question I asked Prime Minister that day when he said, "No, Sonny, don't put words in my mouth." Because he knew that there is a mad woman. So he said, "Sonny, don't put words in my mouth. How can you say that a mad woman will come to be decided for the Biafran people in my absence?"
So tell me, how will anybody take this woman seriously? That's why they have listened to her madness everywhere. She have tried everything she wants to do with her USB charger, and she see that it is not making any wave. She see the glory that Brgie is bringing. She want to run back into Brgie. She want now to attach herself to the glory of Brgie. Ngozi, who do you this thing? When we were telling you, a message came from PM and say, fall back into Brgie. You were crying. I said, how can you tell us to fall back? All this fallback group. We are no more Brgie. How many of you remember that she said this several times? We are no more Brgie. We are now a nation. We are USB nation. We are no more Brgie. Brgie have served its purpose. We are now USB. All of a sudden, because the same Brgie have gone into the corridors of power, have seen the people in power, and have conquered the corridors of power. And Biafra is now the talking issue of discussion in offices in the United States, in offices at the Capitol Hill. Biafra is now the topic of discussion. When you saw it, you are now crying and you want to make yourself the BPM, the BPM of Brgie. But unfortunately for you, madam, Brgie does not have BPM. And there's no space for BPM in Brgie. Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Hello, Meru.
Hello, man.
So make sure disgrace herself finish.
They show this map. They say the 5 regions and 40 states of Biafra Confederation. You can see it: northern, southern, eastern, central, and western region. Nothing like this. Nothing. Absolutely nothing like this in the United States of Biafra that was created by.
When I hear him now, she said that there is nothing like northern region, southern region. That regions does not exist in this life. So to her, Biafra only exists as south and north. I mean, south and north, not even there. Okay. I think to her, Biafra exists as Igbo, Ibibio, and Aqua Cross. Then Urobo and Shekiri. That is the region that she know. Hey! I know if you talk, make Biafrans listen.
Our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa. Honorable, go please go to the original regions that was created by our Prime Minister.
Is it to go 247?
Go to the one he tweeted.
What does that
Go to
word
the one
know?
that has the PMC picture on.
And I bet you don't drop another one.
What does that one do?
To go 247. Oh my God. For poor people.
And I mean, don't crack us up. We don't go for one night.
What does that one do?
That one, no.
What does that one do? Hey.
On the tweet. Yes, right there. Go. Okay, great. Biafrans, I want you to take note of this. Go up, please. Yes. This is a tweet by our Prime Minister. Go up to, no. I want to see the Prime Minister's picture, please. Go up. No.
I want to see the Prime Minister's picture.
Great. Stop right there. Thank you so much. Update. This is the tweet from our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. When the PM created the 40 states, he created only 3 main areas when we were trying to, streamline the whole 40 states.
I beg. So 3 areas is now the cardinal point.
3 areas. What be the 3 areas where the PM creates? What you call it? North, south, and east. I mean, north, west, and south.
No, you go hear Igbo, Aqua Cross, Urobo Shekiri.
Is it not the same Urobo she was telling the governor's brother that she will give her the phone of the rep, that they are not part of Biafra? She says she doesn't know. There is nothing she knows. That's why PM said she should come out of media.
Yeah.
Because anytime she's on media, she will be shooting herself on the foot.
Oh my God.
States of Biafra, so that we have the way to kind of coordinate. Remember, even during the 40 states, there were the riverine area, there were the Delta area, and then where we have a sign, go down, and then we have the main district. Honorable, go scroll down to the picture that our Prime Minister created.
Now I'm not knowable.
I hear him now. When I hear him now, say one side na the riverine area, the Delta Igodomingodo area, and the hinterland. That is our own cardinal point of of the map of Biafra.
Now go on. They make me laugh. Where Ugo is the head?
Ugona, the head of Okoko, of the house. Zombie no go unless they tell him to go.
Zombie.
Zombie, oh, zombie.
Zombie. Oh, zombie.
Make una listen to explanation, no. Make una listen to explanation.
So there are three national councils, three national councils of the United States of.
Una hear say he wants a three national region. He can't change council.
Biafra, the 40th state of the United States of Biafra. This was posted by our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa. We have the three national areas. We have the Aqua Cross, and I believe most of you that we are fully following the Prime Minister when he created the 40 states. You will know when he developed these three main areas of Biafra. We have the Aqua Cross in white shades. That's where you have the Ogoja State, the Calabar State, the Kwa State, Udo Imbon State, Ikot Itayanan State. Then we have the Igbo National County area on green, where you have the Enugu, Alanso, Habwenyi, Okigwe, and Co. And then you have the Niger Delta County area, where we have the Sabama, we have the Ogbia area, the Delta. Some of these we've changed, the APA State area, the Anioma area. These were the three areas. Scroll up, go up to 1 PM Road. So we have the Aqua Cross, the Igbo, and Niger Delta. Scroll up to the words where the PM's picture. Yeah, great. Okay, so let's read. Biafra Republic Government in Exile has updated the current map of Biafra based on recent consultations at United Nations. He copied United Nations and he copied the Yle-Tisset. The Yle-Tisset is this major newspaper they have in Finland. However, there is room for any group that wish to join the Confederating State of Biafra. There will be no ethnic group in the Confederating State, but three nationality council of Biafra. There will be no ethnic region, there will be no ethnic group in the Confederating State of Biafra, but three nationality council of Biafra. Three nationality council of Biafra. Honorable, go scroll down to those three nationality councils. Go to the map. Yeah, right there. These are the three nationality councils created by our Prime Minister. The Aqua Cross, the Igbo, and the Niger Delta. These are the three nationality councils developed by our Prime Minister when he created the 40 states of the United States of Biafra. These three, no ethnic, nothing, just these three, because he believed this is going to help us kind of arrange the regions, the nationalities of Biafra. There's even nothing like region, nothing like that, because we know the problem we encountered during the creation of the 40 states. That is why every state is independent. But these three national counties, the Prime Minister created that in case we want to distribute this based on that. Now go to what the criminals have created and has been
My
circulating for the past
minister.
2 days. Please go
Wait,
to
wait, Honorable Betty.
the
Let the man
Okay.
finish.
the first
Okay. It go be like say the
picture.
woman
You
dey
can see that
correct.
now. Yes.
It go be like say
This
her own
is what the
explanation dey.
criminals have created.
Make we leave am talk
5
about only
regions.
in
They've
this
now
Wait,
gone
we are
to
party.
create
correct. We
regions
want to educate some
that was not
Biafran.
approved
We are
by the
correct.
Prime
Okay.
Minister.
Okay.
Regions. Map of the 5 regions and 40 states of Biafra Confederation. So they are now, because we know that what they do is what they project on other people. They destroy everything.
DPM, the shape of the map, even they changed it.
That's exactly what I'm saying. There's just
Ugo,
nothing like that. What they do, they destroy everything the Prime Minister creates.
When I hear them, they say that this is not the map of Biafra. Honorable Betty, just like you said, Ugo, that one, what does he know? Empty brain.
empty brain.
And they remind the madam, say, this map does not exist. The madam concur and say, yes, this map does not exist. That Sonny created it. Now, all of you have listened. Now we want to educate you so that you see the umu okokos where una be. Now come here, follow us. Let us show all of you where you should be and what you should not be listening to, because there is madness in the brain. I hope you guys can see our screen. This is where she took PM's post that she was displaying on the screen. Now, let us come down here. There was it. Yeah. Tomorrow. There we. When I see the date, this is 2023, April 14, 2023. This was the first map that Biafra unveiled. 2023 April. 2023 April. So that you people will know that many of you following Orabu Fulani are even more useless than her. Yes. Some of you are more useless than her because you claim you are in this very government and then you don't know when things are done. This was April 14, 2023. Now, I'm going to take you back to another update unveiling of the Biafra map posted by our same Prime Minister. Because these Mumu people here tell you that this map does not exist.
Mm-hmm.
Come here. This is another latest map of Biafran people, updated in preparation of 2nd December declaration. Make una see am. Freedom or die. What is written here? The Biafran government is presenting the complete map of Biafra in preparation for 2nd December. What is the date? August 20, 2024. The first one was April 2023. That is 1 year and 3 or 5 months later. Biafra government unveiled the latest map. This was in August 2024. Now, I am going to show you the last map that Biafra government unveiled before we enter the convention. Now, we there. Let us go to the last map. That was in November 7.
Ngozi, hope you are listening. No, carry your chair and be listening.
Okay.
Okoko.
Okoko, that is head of state that does
Now
not know the
go
map of
make
Biafra.
una call Ugo where they teach am.
Ogogo, make una come. Let us show you the latest one. This one was in August 2024. The first one was in April 2023. The second unveiling of Biafra map was in August 2024. The last unveiling of the updated Biafra map was on 7th of November 2024. Few days to the convention. And the person that was shouting, see, I'm here. This is November 7, 2024. Few days to the convention. Few days to the convention. PM was detained on the 17th or 18th of November. Then the map was unveiled on the 7th of November. How many days after he was detained? 10 days. 10 days after he was detained was the latest map of Biafran government. Wait, I think this logo don't cover. People are not seeing the date. Okay, thank you. See the date here, 7th of November 2024. This is the latest map of Biafran government unveiled by the Biafran people. Now, I want all of you now to go and ask your madam, which country or which group is she the head of state of, that she does not even know a map that was unveiled in April 2023 and a map that was unveiled in November 2024. November 7, 2024. Few days to the convention. Okay, 10 days to PM's detention. 10 days to PM's detention. The latest map of Biafra was unveiled. And you
Yes.
don't know. And you're calling yourself a BPM. You're calling yourself a COS. You're calling yourself a head of state of USB group. What a shame. And you came out to make mockery of yourself. And Ugo is telling you that this Biafra map does not exist, that Biafra government did not unveil it. And you concur and say, yes, Biafra government did not unveil this map. But you look very stupid to see on the 7th of November 2024, 10 days before PM was detained, this was when Biafran people unveiled the latest map. And now, because you see coloration of the regions telling you where is north, where is south, where is east, where is west, where is central, you say, no, that one does not exist. What exists to you is what did she call it? She said what exists to her is the Aqua Cross, the Igbo,
Yes.
and the Niger Delta.
Is the same way this Ugo told her in Finland when we were going to do protest under the snow. Ugo told her that we shouldn't go. And she was the last person that came. That very day, Vam 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 was
Yes.
giving interview to someone. They even said that Vam 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 did not come. I saw her. She was the last person because they never wanted that protest to be made. This very Ugo, always confusing the woman, and the woman is always buying it. That's why PM told her, get out of social media, because she's always embarrassing herself. This very date you showed her here, she never knew of it. She only took what Ugo told her. Ugo is a Confucianist.
Oh my God. Well, I did. Okay, Biafran people, I think some of you have been educated because some of you were deceived by this nonsense of Orabu Fulani. All right, let us now show you the boiling point of the topic of this broadcast. which centers on the achievement of Brgie and how far.
In fact,
Yes, this is where we are now. You see, this man here calls himself a journalist. And he may be a Biafran, oh, yes, because what I've come to understand is that most of the people that are being used to do propaganda and blackmail against Biafra and Biafra government in exile and the Biafra Defense Forces and Biafrans in the homeland and every Biafran sacrificing their life for Biafra. Most of the people that they use in doing propaganda against the liberation of Biafra, majority of them are Biafrans. Yes, majority of them are Biafrans. That's why at times I ask a question, who laid curses on some of you? And people don't get the point. They say, oh, Sonny, you are causing people too much. Hey, I'm causing people too much. Okay, go and revisit our Onyen News broadcast so that you know when he caused you and then you wake up from your sleep. I'm not causing people. Oh. I'm only calling you the name that you are. Because when we started this program, you saw a publication on the screen where Ohaneze Ndibo placed a bounty of $500,000 on the head of our prime minister because they say he is causing war in Southeast. He is rekindling Biafra again. Mhm. Was this thing done by a Fulani man? No, it wasn't done by a Fulani man. So when I am calling you out, I'm calling your name out. Don't be angry. Just face the truth. Because even as we speak, the persons that are trying to destroy Biafra Defense Forces, BRGI, and the template that we have all worked for since 2022 to this day, it is not those that came down from heaven. There are
Igbo
people that
Biafrans.
claim to be part and parcel of us. There are
Igbo
people
Biafrans.
that knows our in and out. They are the ones
Mm-hmm.
causing all the betrayers. So
Mm-hmm.
don't come personal on Sonny when he is telling you the truth, because it is all about Biafra. I'll continue to tell you the truth. You cannot destroy this Biafra Republic government in Eza. You cannot destroy this Biafra Defense Forces because they are the lifeline of the Biafra we are fighting for. So, the good works of Biafra Republic government in exile is speaking. And this is part of it. When you see what is on the screen, let me remove the logo so that everybody can see what we wrote there. Okay. This journalist here says he is worried that the Biafra Republic government in Israel have been able to use the think tank groups in America, the top think tank groups in America, to crack nut in America, where Washington, D.C. are now being compelled to look into Biafra affairs and to do what? And to intervene and to bring an end to the contraption of one Nigeria. That is his worry. So here now, for those of you that do not appreciate what the Biafra Republic government in exile is doing, what the Moran global strategies in Washington, D.C., our lobbies are doing, and what our attorney are doing, and what Michael Rubin is doing, and every think tank groups the Biafran government have contacted to be working to lobby for the liberation of Biafra and the recognition. Here comes another journalist out there thinking that he is doing us propaganda, but he's helping us to explain the rankings, the achievements of the calibers of the think tank groups that Biafra Republic government in exile have engaged on the quest for the recognition of Biafra on the table. So we are not the one doing the talk today, but listen to the journalists. They will explain it to you later. You tell us whether Biafra Republic government in exile are getting it or not.
In fact, the Project for a New American Century, which was the think tank whose work between the late 90s and the early noughties basically shaped. A senior fellow at the US Policy Research Institute is trying to set Nigeria on fire. And however bad that may sound to you, it's so much worse than what you think. Here's what is happening. The American Enterprise Institute is a private.
We want you to start from beginning again. He said the senior think tank group in America is trying to set Nigeria on fire for Biafra. Are you afraid? Are you worried? No, don't be worried.
In fact, the Project for a New American Century, which was the think tank whose work between the late 90s and the early noughties basically shaped. A senior fellow at the US Policy Research Institute is trying to set Nigeria on fire. And however bad that may sound to you, it's so much worse than what you think. Here's what is happening. The American Enterprise Institute is a private non-profit founded in 1943, which has grown into an institution that is effectively the beating heart of the US economic and political establishment. This is not just a respected conservative think tank. This is a body that has the entire who's who of the US establishment elite either sitting on its board or among its many, many funders. And speaking of funding, it has funding from all the regular suspects. Ford Foundation here, Gates Foundation there, Kellogg, the other place. The AEI has real clout in the US. The sort of clout that enables it to influence legislation and foreign policy. The AEI is so influential that it was single-handedly responsible for the entire Iraq war strategy under George Bush.
Now, let us debunk some lies there. And we can get the video interview of Michael Rubin in the convention, where he made it very clear that he is not collecting money from anybody, and that Biafra Republic government in exile is not paying him to do anything. He is working as a voluntary helper
Yes.
to see that Biafra is liberated. But you see, when journalists now come out to start talking, they want to create this narrative that there are foreign bodies that are sponsoring this person to stand on the back of Biafra to bring an end to Nigeria. The videos are there. We can bring the evidence to play to you. Michael Rubin in our convention in Finland, he was asked, are you getting money from helping the Biafran people? He said, no. He is not getting money. He is not being paid. But he sees that Biafra deserves to be free, and he is putting his helping hand. This
Yes.
journalist is giving people propaganda. So everyone should listen to that. We will get that video of Michael Rubin so that you guys will hear it from his mouth.
Establishment. This is not just a respected conservative think tank. This is a body that has the. In fact, the Project for a New American Century, which was the think tank whose work between the late 90s and the early noughties basically shaped. A senior fellow at the US Policy Research Institute is trying to set Nigeria on fire. And however bad that may sound to you, it's so much worse than what you think. Here's what is happening. The American Enterprise Institute is a private non-profit founded in 1943, which has grown into an institution that is effectively the beating heart of the US economic and political establishment. This is not just a respected conservative think tank. This is a body that has the entire who's who of the US establishment elite either sitting on its board or among its many, many funders. And speaking of funding, it has funding from all the regular suspects. Ford Foundation here, Gates Foundation there, Kellogg, the other place. The AEI has real clout in the US. The sort of clout that enables it to influence legislation and foreign policy. The AEI is so influential that it was single-handedly responsible for the entire Iraq war strategy under George Bush Jr. In fact, the Project for a New American Century, which was the think tank whose work between the late 90s and the early noughties basically shaped the geopolitical world that we live in today, reportedly rented its office space from the AEI. I'm mentioning all of this to create a mental reference for just how powerful this organization really is. Essentially, if the AEI adopts a policy position and puts it forward, there's a very, very real possibility that it could become US government policy, which also makes it one of the most powerful non-profit organizations in the world. Now, 9,000 kilometers away from Washington in Nigeria, two things are happening. The first is that a series of deadly attacks against Christian communities in the country's middle belt and north have severely raised the risk of chaotic sectarian warfare of the sort witnessed in the Central African Republic in 2013. Between 2019 and 2020, I was part of a research team that worked on a documentation project tracking these attacks. That project resulted in this report, which was presented to former US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo in 2020. The report showed that these targeted killings met many of the legal definitions for genocide, and it formed the basis for his decision to designate Nigeria as a country of particular concern shortly before he left office. Now, the second thing that is happening is that a few hundred miles to the southeast of this violence, a different type of violence is taking place. This time, the cause is not religious but ethnic. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, a group that emerged from relative obscurity to national notoriety over the past decade, led by...
Yes, I just found the video. Let us play it before we come back to his message so that Biafrans will hear it, that Michael Rubin is not being paid of anything. Like this non-entity journalist now just said that he is being funded to bring down Nigeria to support Biafra. Listen to Michael Rubin. This is Biafra Convention in Finland. We deal with facts and evidence. We don't cook the story.
Murder, they use it to rape, they use it to charter buses, to bring in militias, so that people, naive people, may believe that they have nothing to do with what is going on in the region. Now, I'm a historian by training, which means I get paid to predict the past. Also, speaking of pay, let me be clear. I am receiving nothing for my advocacy for Biafra. I have been offered nothing. I have demanded nothing, and I am receiving
Can you please
nothing.
pause it so that Biafrans will clap for him? Eh?
I am receiving nothing for advocating for Biafrans.
Wow. Wow. Let us repeat it again so that they will hear it very well.
About 2 or 3 times.
Nothing.
Now our people know they hear word.
Also, speaking of pay, let me be clear. I am receiving nothing for my advocacy for Biafra. I have been offered nothing. I have demanded nothing, and I am receiving nothing. Nor would it even be legal for me to accept money from anyone. I am speaking only as an analyst and only as someone who wants to further liberty. Now, also, speaking of pay, let me be clear. I am receiving nothing for my advocacy for Biafra. I have been offered nothing. I have demanded nothing, and I am receiving nothing. Nor would it even be legal for me to accept money from anyone. I am speaking only as an analyst and only as someone who wants to further liberty. Also, speaking of pay, let me be clear. I am receiving nothing for my advocacy for Biafra. I have been offered nothing. I have demanded nothing, and I am receiving nothing. Nor would it even be legal for me to accept money from anyone. I am speaking only as an analyst and only as someone who wants to further liberty.
Now, what did the journalist say? The journalist said he is being paid to back Biafra, to destroy Nigeria, to bring Nigeria down. You see? When I see how propaganda they go, they want to do everything. This is what many of us Biafrans are doing. That is why I started by saying the person, this journalist, may be a Biafran, because majority of those that are being paid to do propaganda against Biafra they always go for those they know are Biafrans. How many of you remember in 2021, 2022, when BBC did propaganda, misinformation, and disinformation video about autopilot media team? Huh. Who did they use? BBC Igbo.
Yeah.
Huh. Because they knew they are the ones that understand our language. What we spoke in Igbo that nobody understood, they went and looked for BBC Igbo journalists to come and translate so that everybody will hear when we say bye. So this is somebody that say, I am receiving nothing. I just have the love for Biafra. As an analyst, I see that it is good for Biafra to be free. And it is against my ethics that I collect money and I will not collect. But look at what a journalist from the zoo breed, oh, it's a zoo breed. Listen to him from beginning.
In fact, the Project for a New American Century, which was the think tank whose work between the late 90s and the early noughties basically shaped. A senior fellow at the US Policy Research Institute is trying to set Nigeria on fire. And however bad that may sound to you, it's so much worse than what you think. Here's what is happening. The American Enterprise Institute is a private non-profit founded in 1943, which has grown into an institution that is effectively the beating heart of the US economic and political establishment. This is not just a respected conservative think tank. This is a body that has the entire who's who of the US establishment elite either sitting on its board or among its many, many funders. And speaking of funding, it has funding from all the regular suspects. Ford Foundation here, Gates Foundation there, the Kellogg, the other place. The AEI has real clout in the US. The sort of clout that enables it to influence legislation and foreign policy. The AEI is so influential that it was single-handedly responsible.
Unayera,
Sonny,
eh?
I would like to say something before you come off
Go
my
ahead.
head.
Go ahead, Mwachineke. Go ahead.
Now, Biafrans, do you remember that this idiot, I call him Opioro head. This Opioro head here is somebody that many of the obedients have so much respect for. You know, I remember those days when my good general will bring him on the platform, they will just revere him. P2B group revere him because they saw him as a good journalist that was exposing things and they want to bring change to Nigeria. They say Nigeria is corrupt and they want to bring change. Now, within your eyes now, Koro, you are seeing the kind of human being that want to bring change to Nigeria. Lying under his teeth. Under his teeth, Koro here. He said that Rubin is, funded, collect money, and he want to set Nigeria on fire. Now, these are the same people that want to stop Nigeria. Now he's lying. Not only is he lying, and I want to even ask, what does he mean by Rubin wanting to set Nigeria on fire? Rubin has never literally spoken of putting fire on Nigeria. All that Rubin is doing is to bring justice and fairness, equity and justice to people that have been maligned, that have been, subjugated in that contraption called Nigeria.
Yes.
And this one that is pretending to care about Nigeria is not happy about it, is rather lying. You see that Nigeria breeds criminals. Even those that want to change it, obedient and all what have you, their own is also breeded in criminality, lies and manipulation. So that is why Nigeria can never work. If somebody even want to set Nigeria on fire, are you not even going to be happy? This Nigeria, when they there, so when fire never burn, is it good for you? Would you prefer that fire will even raise it down so that you will have something different and something new? So that you will build from the scratch? And he's here lying to you all, Koroko. You can hear, you listen to Rubin. Rubin has said it, that nobody's paying him, that it will be unfair, unjust for him to even collect money or to be paid. People cannot even ask him that, can we pay you for what you are doing? Because he's doing it for humanity. He's doing it for his conscience. He's doing it for truth. And to redeem those that are being, destroyed in Africa. And this one here, who has promised you that he wants to expose corruption, you know, in exposing corruption is lying. He should be ashamed of himself when he will listen to Rubin telling everybody right here through the video here that nobody is paying him.
Yes.
He's paid. He has not asked for any money, and nobody has even suggested to pay him. He spoke, that speech you listened to there was at our convention. He spoke for almost 1 hour, if not more than that, at our convention. And you know, it might interest you to know that the fake whistleblower has no idea. In fact, she didn't even know that people like Rubin will be coming to that convention. She had no idea. All these things were the work of Brgie through our then finance minister, who is now APM Confinance, who was able to bring these powerhouses in the USA to our convention. So that's exactly the point I wanted to make. And I know Ada Betty will want to add something to it. Look at the people that want to bring change to Nigeria. David, who's there
Yes.
for you?
Thank you. Before I leave, thank you so much. My people, in fact, I will say that in all this, it is very essentially they want to save Nigeria from Southeast, because all these fly-by-night journalists, they don't understand that Nigeria has been destroyed from the north. Nigeria has been destroyed. I don't know whether Northerners or Fulanese and their allies, whether they don't have journalists that will always come out to talk. They will always send somebody from the Southeast to start talking about oneness or togetherness of their 1 million Nigeria. Nigeria has been destroyed. Recently in the north, they saw that whether ISWAP, ISIS, Boko Haram, all of them, El Shabaab, all of them are in the north, destroying the north, destroying Nigeria. And they are not talking. Even when Danjuma said to them that the military collude, they cover them. They give them arms. If you are waiting for Nigeria government or Nigeria army to defend you, you will all die one by one. I mean, that man was a former major general that also fought Biafra. But the Southeasterners, all these stooges, they are always crying more than the person being beaten. There is no how this man, Michael Rubin, who came there, spoke openly to the world of the injustice that the Biafrans are being meted. Everything that is being done to us, these journalists, they will never talk about it. So they want to save Nigeria from the East, forgetting that they are the target. Even despite disobedience you mentioned now, that their brother won the election, and because Showore said it in his report, that there is a memo that the Igbo man can never rule Nigeria. Yet, the Southeasterners, the Igbo Biafrans, are the ones who will always carry it on their head to defend Nigeria, as their blood is being used to make Nigeria one. So, my people, you have heard it from Michael Rubin himself that Nigeria is always bringing false news. And it is always coming from Igbo Biafrans. Shame on you people. Shame on you. Thank you so much. I told you that I will leave by 11. Thank you, my minister. I will be one leg in, one leg out. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We are on the wrap up. Let us finish play this Umokoko video.
For the entire Iraq war strategy
Okay.
under George Bush Jr. In fact, the Project for a New American Century, which was the think tank whose work between the late 90s and the early 90s basically shaped the geopolitical world that we live in today, reportedly rented its office space from the AEI. I'm mentioning all of this to create a mental reference for just how powerful this organization really is. Essentially, if the AEI adopts a policy position and puts it forward, there's a very, very real possibility that it could become US government policy, which also makes it one of the most powerful non-profit organizations in the world. Now, 9,000 kilometers away from Washington in Nigeria, two things are happening. The first is that a series of deadly attacks against Christian communities in the country's middle belt and north have severely raised the risk of chaos.
So, in this first area of his talk, he put propaganda by making people know that Michael Rubin is being paid to back Biafra to destroy Nigeria. And secondly, he was also able to make people understand the power of Michael Rubin's firm, where or anything that Michael Rubens aligns with and writes or talks about or picks it up to the White House of America, how effective it works. That is why you see him running mad, because he sees that BRGIE are actually on the right track on this Biafra. That is what is getting him crazy. So, as you are listening, be able to extract the fact. One, there is propaganda against Ruben being funded, which is not true. We have played a video to debunk that. Second, he has been able to extract and let you know that where Biafra Republic governments in Israel are going with the likes of Michael Rubin is very powerful, and that everything will happen positively to the Biafran cause. As you continue, be
Sonny,
extracting
I
some
beg no first before you continue. Remind Biafrans that this same goat here, this Opioro head, told everybody that Tinubu paid our PM. This same guy, this Hundeyi.
I think somebody put in the comment section. Let me highlight it.
Okay, yes, he said it. Okay, somebody put it there. He
Uh-huh.
said that Tinubu paid Simon Ekpa. That Simon Ekpa is a wider picture of what they want to use, to distract everybody, that he's working for the politicians. The same ideology he has is the same ideology this Kuti, what is Fela's son, that idiot that our PM destroyed completely.
That weed smoker.
That what's his name again? Fela's son.
Weed smoker.
Weed smoker.
Shehu
Kuti. They are part of the people that said that Simon Ekpa is part of the political system. This Hundeyi and the Shehu, they said the same thing. Today he is nowhere to prove that thing, because today the same Nigeria that they said that Simon Ekpa is working for, they are fighting tooth and nail to bring Simon Ekpa back to Nigeria, to disgrace him the way they try to disgrace Mazen Namdekano that they have failed today. So I just wanted to bring that up so that Biafrans will connect the dots.
Yes, thank you. For that.
Yes, please. There's something I also remembered. You know that there was a time Garuba wrote it on his Twitter handle that ISWAP, Boko Haram, all of them, they are their freedom fighters. And they are the ones destroying the whole Nigeria. Has this idiot ever heard of it or written about it? And who is actually destroying the whole Nigeria? Because we Biafrans, we have never gone to a different state. We have never crossed the boundary of Biafra to go to another state like the ISWAP Boko Haram and their headsmen. Garuba said that these are people fighting for their own freedom. Is there on Garuba's Twitter handle, and even Showore carried that report. Garuba said so, and these are the ones destroying their country, but they don't talk about it. We are asking freely and peacefully for our freedom, or for us to conduct referendum. Nigeria doesn't want to do it, but it is our brothers that will be here telling you how IPOB wants to destroy Nigeria. So the destruction by these bandits is no longer destruction. That one is a pancake that they are rubbing on Nigerians. Thank you.
Chaotic sectarian warfare of the sort witnessed in the Central African Republic in 2013. Between 2019 and 2020, I was part of a research team that worked on a documentation project tracking these attacks. That project resulted in this report, which was presented to former US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo in 2020. The report showed that these targeted killings met many of the legal definitions for genocide. and it formed the basis for his decision to designate Nigeria as a country of particular concern shortly before he left office. Now, the second thing that is happening is that a few hundred miles to the southeast of this violence, a different type of violence is taking place. This time, the cause is not religious but ethnic. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, a group that emerged from relative obscurity.
Now, here is another false narrative painted by this idiot. He said that the cause for Biafra is ethnic
And not religious.
and it is not religious.
Can you imagine?
That it is because we say that we are Igbos as Igbo ethnic groups, because we say we are Igala ethnic group, because we say we are Ibibio, Urobo, Shekiri, Kalabari, Ikede, Ukep, Igodomingodo. Now they hear them.
So he's completely denying for Fulani men that he's completely canceling the land grabbing
Yes.
plan and
Yes.
the Fulani herdsmen, destruction of Biafra land. He wants to change the narrative. Is idiot?
He's telling the entire world that the reason Biafrans decided to take arms to defend themselves is because Biafrans are claiming that they are Igbos. They are claiming that they are Ibibios. They want to be ethnic inclined. They don't want Igbo to mix with Hausa. They don't want Yoruba to mix with Igbo. They don't want Ibibio to mix with... Chai! You see how they pay you people to do propaganda. And those that do not know will listen to you. Because the fear of Michael Rubin's think tank group is the beginning of wisdom. He's shocked to see that Michael Rubin, a top think tank group in America, has taken the Biafran cause on the table. So he's shocked. He now wants to come and do small propaganda. Just small propaganda that cannot fly you. That is why every Biafran, you must share this program and this video. This short video is posted out, and we are going to make sure it goes on Facebook, YouTube, everywhere, Twitter, TikTok. Share it everywhere, so that tomorrow you will see what will happen to him all.
To national notoriety over the past decade, led by its charismatic director, Nnamdi Kanu, is on a rampage, or at least a faction of it is. Now, I don't want to bore you with Nigerian history, so cliff notes. During the 3-year Nigerian Civil War, also known as the Biafran War, between 1967 and 1970, an estimated 3 million civilians on the Biafran side died, mostly as a result of starvation due to a Nigerian...
He doesn't want to bore you with Nigerian history so that you will not know the genesis of the problem, but he will only jump into the genocidal war, so that you will only hear about the war. You will not hear about how the war came to be, how Biafrans were massacred in 1929, how Biafrans were massacred in 1945, how Biafrans were massacred in 1954, and also in 1964. He doesn't want you to know anything. He doesn't want you to know how Ahmadu Bello said, if there is a job, we cannot give it to Igbo man or an Easterner from the old Eastern region. If there is no Yoruba man, we would rather go and look for somebody from Burkina Faso and give the job, so that you will know the beginning of the problem. He doesn't want you to know, He doesn't want you to know that the colonial masters of Britain, they line our women up and they say they should shoot them to death because they protested in about women riot. Because of the hike in prices of commodities that they produce themselves, gari and beans and cassava that our women produce themselves. Not the one that Britain brought to this idiot. Say he doesn't want to bore you with the history from beginning to the end, but he has to cut the side that will suit his story alone.
Federal blockade. Most of these casualties were from Nigeria's Igbo ethnic group. And while Nigeria's government has never officially recognized these events as a genocide, there is very little doubt about the true ugliness of what happened all those years ago. While the end of the war in 1970 did not lead to the end of Biafran separatism as an idea, it was the emergence of Nnamdi Kanu and his IPOB group over the past decade and some that turned that residual bitterness into a political ideology. A violent political ideology.
People must go to the bush, ambush them. Go to the bush, you need to cut them off from the back, ambush them, take their guns from them and kill them. These are animals, they are not human beings. They may be wearing police army. They are not human beings. These are terrorists from Niger. These are terrorists from Gambia. These are foreign terrorists from Chad. They are not human beings. Disarm them and kill them. If you allow them to scare you off the streets, your life is over. Your life is over. And I want Lagos Airport to be on flames. Boost the perimeter fence. Go and burn down Lagos. Anybody, if you have double barrel, if you have pistol, anything you have, give it to them, let them go and kill them, penetrate the airport and set Motola Mohammed Airport on fire. Set it ablaze right now. Then the world will listen. You are dealing with animals. Fulani Janjaweed, they are animals. They do not reason. They do not reason. You don't know them. You don't know them. How many policemen died? I don't want to hear they kill us, they kill us. How many did you kill? How many police or army did you kill? How many?
They have burned the Laffa police station. They have burned it down. They burned the Select police station. They burned the Urile police station down. Everything is down now as I'm speaking.
Thank you very much.
These days, Kanu sits in prison in Nigeria's capital, and
did you see what David Undigen or David Indigen or David Chickenton?
David Omale. Olori Buruku, Olori Jagbajata, Olori Jagbajantis.
See, there's one thing good about Biafrans. When I am telling you to defend yourself, to exercise self-defense, you will hear the backup reasons why you must defend yourself. You heard Onyendo tell you, these are terrorists that want to kill you. Defend yourself. And this idiot thought that he's going to get something to use against Onyendo. In all the broadcasts and in all the massacre, in all the instructions and orders that the Nigerian government were given to shoot at sight, shoot the protesters at sight, shoot the people. The Inspector General of Police said, shoot anybody at sight. Do not get disturbed about the media. I can defend them. I can defend you. Shoot at sight. This David Chickenton did not pick that one to do his program. Now the one where Onyendu say you must defend yourself and buy the terrorists, because these are Fulani terrorists from Futajalon coming to destroy you. And that one, this idiot carry. Minister Jare, carry the mic. Let me look for the publication of the Inspector General of IGP that said they should shoot the people and then don't worry about social media. Go ahead, sir. Let me look for that publication.
Thank you, my brother. These propagandists, this Omali, this Olori Rabata, Olori Jaga, Afonja instrument. Now, this monkey that disappeared out of the zoo, if you ask him now, he will claim that it is the, what do you call it? The October 20 that drove him away from Nigeria. But ask him, what was Mazi Nnamdi? Mazi Nnamdi had no business with Nigeria. He was only telling them what they need to do if they want that transformation, because these people were going after them. And he told them, anybody that comes for you, you bring them down first. And now he was telling them what they need to do. He did not join them or help them to do whatever they had to do. Because for him, as at this time we're talking about, ESN was already protecting Biafra land. So for him, it is just to help this This Olori Buruku. This Olori Buruku, when life go continue to destroy, when no go better for. See, I'm not saying they run so. But he's where he is, in a comfort zone, very comfortable, coming to bring all this. Do you think they don't have all these things? They know. Let them, the ones they are playing, after they play it in the court, Master Nambikano will tell them. Agabi will ask them, do you have any evidence? Did Master Nambikano, you see him? Did he shoot anybody? Did he buy anybody? The person will say, I don't know. Okay, they burned buses. Do you have anybody that burned the buses? I don't know. What is the plate number of the bus? I don't know. Who are the people that did it? I don't know. And then if you ask this one, now this thing is playing, now ask him to come out and defend it in court. You will see this monkey will turn to another I don't know in court. This mumu, bring him to court now. He will become another I don't know. But he's here fooling himself. These are the people that claim they want change in Nigeria. Anybody that mentioned Nigeria can never ever want change. As far as it is Nigeria you are fighting for a criminal society. Nigeria can never ever, be repaired. Somebody was telling me today, Mazen Nambikari is a genius. So if they allow Mazen Nambikari to become president of Nigeria, Nigeria go better. I tell and say, shut up your mouth. Even if they allow Jesus Christ to become president of Nigeria, Nigeria will know ever better. As far as it is Nigeria, nothing good can ever come out of Nigeria again. I love one video that I saw when Mazen Nambikari was greeting his family members. He told them one of the video, which I also shared. He told them that, I got lahani. Nigeria is a ruined society. Nigeria is condemned and can never ever be saved, never be repaired. Look at the best of the best that you look up to in Nigeria. They are still full of criminal influence, criminal ideas. Criminality is their watchword. There is nothing good about anybody fighting for Nigeria. So I don't know if my minister have been able to find what he's looking for. So Biafrans, we are glad that we have Biafra to give us back our sanity.
My minister, can you see it on the screen?
Yes, something is showing on the screen. IPOB ignore media shouts of human rights violations. Shoot to kill. Police IG orders operatives. IPOB ignore media shouts of human rights violations. This is the IG of police. So he said that they should ignore whatever the human rights will say about whatever they come across, that they should shoot to unalive people. Police IG orders operatives. Where's Hyundai? Hyundai, did you see this one? I'm not here.
He did not see this one, no. He did not see this one to add up to his video analysis. They say the acting inspector of police, General Usman Baba, has ordered the police mobile force and special tactical squad of the force to shoot to kill and ignore media shouts of right violations. He made this statement when he declared war on Biafra agitators and gunmen attacking and destroying police stations, infrastructure in Southeast and South regions, and ordered their exterminations. Where did they say? They say Southeast and South region. So they know where is Biafra region. Did you hear them tell you that they should go and do it in Ondo? They should go and do it in Lagos. They should go and do it in Kano. They know where the indigenous people of Biafra are. See it here. Indigenous people of Biafra. That is what it starts with. Indigenous people of Biafra. I say about the indigenous people of Biafra, ignore any media shout of human rights violations. Shoot them. Kill them. Destroy them. And David Undichin or Chicken did not see this one to add up to his video. He's now looking for video where Oyendu say exercise self-defense. Defend yourself in a revolution. When you listen to Julius Malema, what did he tell you? Julius Malema told you, in a revolution, there must be a chance of death. There must be a chance of kill. So don't be afraid when you see that somebody is killed in a revolution, because that is what makes the revolution. If you look at the revolution and then you see that they have started killing people and then you run because you kill, that means you're not ready for revolution. So be ready. How many people were killed in Lekki Toll Gate? It was part of the revolution, but they could not sustain it. They ran away. Some of you are celebrating Burkina Faso today. Do you know how many soldiers of Burkina Faso and how many citizens have been killed in the course of getting the liberation of that Burkina Faso that you see today you're celebrating? You don't know. You have to go and check. Go and check. Go and check. When you check, you will understand. So, David Undikin or David Undijin, your video or your propaganda or you turning the narrative of the message, you cut it out of context. You don't play it to tell people what is happening and why I am telling you, go and get arms to defend yourself. What did the DSS general say? Let us also get it to help David Undikin. David Undikin, let us get Mr. Ajare, carry mic. Let me look for DSS general video.
Look at this is something that should be making their headlines if they are sincere. If somebody like David Hundeyi is sincere, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was talking to civilians who were suffering from police brutality. What did they call it? NSAS. Police brutality, NSAS. He was telling them, you people have suffered too much. If they come after you, this is what you will do. Because they are coming for you. They are armed and you are not armed. As they are armed to come and buy you, collect the arms from their hand, double cross them, mount roadblock on them, collect the arms from them, and do to them what they came to do to you. It is called self-defense. But here, those same SARS that have been unaliving you, this man here, IG of police, is ordering them that they should ignore media shout of human rights. Now, David Hundeyi, David Ishopioro, you look at this now. They are telling you that is claiming about human rights. The IG said, ignore human rights. Violation. Shoot and KILL. Shoot and buy. Unalive them. Police IG gave this order. Abi, you don't know his name? Can't you see him? This is that police. Let me remind you, in case you want to go and search him. Just go on YouTube and put police IG of Nigeria. We get nyash. You know, so this police get nyash like woman. They carry nyash. I don't know whether na Bobrisky brother. When they come make him IG of police. If you see the police, he be like woman. He get breast. He get nyash. This one when they here so. And before they know what that happened, they pursue and come out. I don't know who can take over. So Hundeyi, go and search. Just go to Google Play engine and search. You will see him. This man here ordered that people, the SARS that was unaliving people on a daily basis, as if it was a normal thing, harvesting their organ. He told them to shoot to kill. And you are there calling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu name. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu name will choke you there until you cease to exist. And more fear.
Thank you, Wanchineke. Let us show them their DSS official.
Most of you will remember an incident in Azari. A group of terrorists, the Boko Haram, then had invaded Azari. They were shooting in an attempt to kidnap, and the community chased them. They killed some members of the community, but the committee members killed all of them. The last guy, Khalid, climbed onto a tree and was firing. The community stood, they were resilient, and they killed Khalid. Since that day, there has not been one terrorist attack in Azad. As a matter of fact, the former head of state, General Ibrahim Badamosi Babangida, said, and I quote, if we want to stop or curb this terrorism, we shall emulate the Azari example. Tafawa Balewa also happened to be a local government in Bauchi that was always in flames. And the people of Bogoro and some part of Tafawa Balewa, where the Sayawas are, rose up on one occasion. They knew their terrain better, climbed onto trees and mountains. When the invaders came, they did not only repel them, they seized their weapons. And since then, you can attest to it that you hardly hear about Tafawa Balewa again. What I'm trying to say, the practical approach to mobilizing people, is that you have to get everyone involved. You do not expect the Nigerian Army, police, DSS, to protect every Nigerian or every community. It is not going to work. In the US, if you visit someone in the house, you will be shocked that when the guy hears a police siren, he will just pull his drawer, bring out his gun and keep it. So one of my hosts did that, and I asked him, why are you putting gun here? He said, well, if they are chasing someone and he enters my house, I'll shoot him first. And that is the layer we have to start thinking about. How can you create first line of defense? The military, police, and other security agencies are to deal with the bigger ones, the organized ones. But it is impossible for us to deploy it to every community in the country. It is unimaginable that any security agencies that has the resources to do it. So as we live here, we all belong to one community or the other. What we have to start experimenting is how we can make the community to prepare first, if the first line of defense for us. General Wahab said it clearly. And for me, there are 3 takeaways from his lecture. By the way, the general and I were guest speaker at one program in our office, so I'm not surprised that it's a dexterity. He has developed some sort of expertise in what he does. But 3 things for me. He asked us a question. What is our own culture? Our culture is communal. We do things together. Festival together. Ceremonies together. Wedding ceremony, whatever. So why can't we fight some miscreants, some charlatans among us together? The community should say, you cannot come here. This is what Tafawa Balewa has done. If you go to that community to attack them, you'll be sorry for yourself. I challenge anybody to try it. And this is the way we have to do. We have to allow some level of armament for the communities, and they can serve as the first line of defense. Second takeaway from what the general said.
When the miscreants come, the terrorists come, what you have to do is to deal with them. That's what DSS General said here. What did Oyendu tell you? That these terrorists that have come, they are from Futajalon. They are not part of you. They have come to kill you. as they want to kill you, make sure you kill them first before they finish killing you. Defend yourself. And that idiot that they call David Chicken, Ondinian, thought he can do propaganda. But they cannot use the other publication from Inspector General of Police, who said they should kill Biafrans and they should ignore the media and anybody that is calling against human rights violations. DSS General here is telling you, those terrorists are coming. Those Fotajalon terrorists that wear uniform and come. They wear army uniform. They wear police uniform. They wear Navy uniform. They wear Air Force uniform. They mix up in many ways. Even them, Nigerian government, rehabilitate them and put them back into the army. There are those terrorists that they are sending to Biafra land to come and kill Biafran women and children. So when the Inspector General of Police said, kill, shoot, will Inspector General of Police tell the father of Nnamdi that is seated here to go to his house and then shoot at Nnamdi and kill Nnamdi? He will not say so. It is those recruited terrorists that they brought that they will give weapon and then say, go to the house of Papa Nnamdi and then kill Papa Nnamdi and then kill Nnamdi. But he cannot tell Papa Nnamdi, go and kill your son. Now they get the logic now. So it is those terrorists that are brought that they will send them on those missions to go and eliminate Biafrans. And then you want me to watch and see you being killed and you're calling on phone. You call on Radio Biafra and you're telling, they have killed me, oh, they have killed 3 of us, they have killed 5 of us. What are you doing? And you cannot defend yourself and kill the person that came to kill you back. You are there lamenting. Continue lamenting now. Listen to your DSS director.
All society approach is not the first time we are hearing. But what I'm saying, the way to do it is when we live here, those of us who have some influence, the elites in society, discuss with your communities, come to us, get some sort of approval and guidance, and then we can stop these criminals. You can imagine you call...
When they say, come together, get some sort of approval, ask them the approval that Governor Autumn came to ask them for to give. Did they give Governor Autumn? Did the youth of Benue not come together and then train? Then they came and asked for the license, for the approval to use it to go and kill the terrorists. Did they allow them the license to use it? They did not allow.
We have records of them, these hopeless, blood-sucking demons, going into communities, make sure they go from house to house, collect even their Dane guns, collect even machetes from them. And after collecting it from them, the next day, Fulani terrorists will come to those communities and wipe the people out. There are records of all those things.
Yes. They do it well. They plan it, they go. They know where, they know some people have some den guns. They go and collect all. And later they unleash the terrorists to go there and wipe the people out. And they are here saying...
the terrorists will be there operating for more than 3 to 4 hours.
They are supporting and aiding them. They show them the way of where to go. They give them the signal when to go in and do it.
Sector, let's say sector 4 or whatever, sector of the army, to come to this community if there's an attack. Before they even arrive there, if they attack another community, what happens? This is what we should take away from it.
Imagine, this is what a security analyst is telling you, that he is incapable. That before you get to one community, that the terrorists will take another community. That means you are useless. So you're telling the citizens, go and defend yourself alone. No, I cannot do anything. Why are you then called the Security Intelligence Unit? This is a failed state.
And lastly, he said something very instructive. By the way, I like Osman. He knows who to give time. Have you seen him around here? He has advised himself. So don't run into trouble like the CDS. Okay, so last thing he said to us, which is quite important, is that we should not make this another talk show. And that's why this is my intervention. That security starts from you. There's nothing that is new. 1870 something, I can't remember. The French Revolution in the street of Paris, they were beheading people. We've had hijack of plane. We'll forget quickly. We've had the wet ear syndrome. We had so many. There's no Matasini and whatever. There will always be security problem. So when I hear people say this insecurity in Nigeria, as long as human beings exist, there will be security problem.
Do you
The
know what
issue
wet
is?
here? Can you pause? You know what when you say wet here? Wet here was when the pogrom that took place. As the pogrom was taking place in the north, in Lagos on Kata Bridge, when they see anybody that looks like an Igbo person, they will say wet here, pour them acid. That is, wet them with acid. This guy is very informed about all these things.
Did you hear another thing he said? He said there is revolution everywhere, and when there is revolution, there is bound to be killings.
See?
Did you hear him say that? So Oyendu was addressing a revolution, telling you that there is bound to be killings, just like Julius Malema was telling you yesterday. There is bound to be killings in a revolution, and he is here also admitting it, that in the middle of a revolution, there is bound to be killings. So don't say, "Oh, I'm afraid it is happening here, I will die." You should be ready to face the insecurity and then defend yourself the way you can. Which Onyendu was telling the people that were being killed in the middle of their death, defend yourself.
The response. We have to take that mentality away. What is the security agencies doing? Who, apart from a tree, knows that they want to come and cut him and remain standing?
Okay.
Only a tree.
Okay. Okay. Here is the point. Here is the point. Let us see if we can get it back some more.
You see that?
Standing. Only that they want to come and cut him and remain. Apart from a tree, knows that they want to come and cut him and remain standing.
No, you don't start from.
What agencies doing? Who, apart from a tree, knows that they want to come and cut him and remain standing? We have to take that mentality away. What is the security agencies doing? Who, apart from a tree, knows that they want to come and cut him and remain standing? Only a tree. We have to get the communities to rise and defend themselves first. And the time to start it is now.
Hey.
When you move out from here, I do that every day. I come from a village in Ijebu land, Ogun State, and I talk to my people. I know the level of armament they are entitled to. I know how they organize themselves in quarters. We have 4 quarters. I am using my expertise to guide them.
Yeah.
You cannot.
Okay. Minister Ajare, who that is not a tree, is only a trio that will see that they are coming to kill him or her and will remain standing.
In place.
Carry the mic.
My people, they say there is no long talk in the evening. This video is evidence that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have used to nail them. Nail them. And you know, when God is doing something, some of you will not know. Because in their mind, they were all concluding that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is finished. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, look how the TC said. Now, this one have already said it. He said he will even teach his communities. He will lecture them. And he said there is no other time to act than now. He said now is the time to defend yourself. To rise and defend yourself. It is time to start doing it now. This is DSS. And these same people held a man that had this same opinion, nothing different from the opinion. This same opinion he had, and they locked him up for going to 5 years now. Do you know, if it were in a country where human beings are living, that's what Mazinabikano said, that Nagalahani. If it were a country where human beings are living, do you know the damages they will pay? Do you know the reparations they will pay? Do you know the level of inhuman treatment they meted on Mazinabikano? If it's not because the finger of God is upon him to sustain and keep him, with all the poison they injected on him, they put on his food, and everything they have done to him, including the juju that they used on him, the child of heaven overcame them all. Just like the 3 Hebrew boys, koro like this, the fire was being pumped. Koro before them, the king was increasing the fire. The people that came to increase the fire consumed them. But the 3 Hebrew boys were not moved. Malami did everything he would do. Mazinabikano was not moved. Mazinabikano was being brought to court. Ifeanyi Ejiofor was dancing. After every court meeting, he would go under the tree of mango tree and was celebrating that, yes, we done and dusted. And he will go and tell them how he will die there. He will even recommend the next poison they will give Mazinabikano. Mazinabikano was watching all these things. He was seeing all the things. Chukwuokike Abiama was turning everything they put into his body into vitamin. Just like the mist of the fairy furnace was turned into an air conditioner, and there appeared a 4th man in the fire. I want to assure Biafrans, do you know why Mazinabikano was not bothered all this while? Every night, Mazinabikano have always had visitors from the presence of God. Mazinabikano have always had a divine fellowship with the Most High. Chukwuokike Abiama. Because if not for the fellowship he has with the divinity, I am telling you, Mazinabikano would have emaciated, he would have been gone, because Malami was already heard or seen saying that they will give him poison. He will eat it and then he will gradually die. Mazinabikano also said it. The people, they think all they want to do is that they will give me poison so that when I come out here, I will go and die somewhere. But they don't know that Mazinabikano is on your own. The same thing he was preaching, the same ideology he had, is the same thing this hopeless, useless GSS leader is saying right now. So the word be the judge. David Opioro head, be the judge. Arrest my case.
IPOB has been proscribed as a terror entity in Nigeria, but this has only worsened the violence. Since Kanu's arrest, a young lieutenant of his based in Finland called Simon Ekpa has filled that leadership void with methods so violent and so off-putting that the group has effectively split into 2 factions, with a faction loyal to Kanu regularly dissociating itself from actions linked to Ekpa's faction. Taking advantage of Nigeria's weak internal security and Nigeria's elephant-paced government, Simon Ekpa has created a non-state militia calling itself the Biafran Liberation Army. And you can guess the rest of the story. It's a mess. And here's where the AI comes in.
Minister Jare, please correct him there. He said Simon Ekpa created army. Let them know that Simon Ekpa did not create army, that it is Biafran people that created army.
Everybody, thank God our general. I don't know if you have the video of the general when the general came to debunk this nonsense. Our general in the Biafra Liberation Army have come out to debunk that rubbish. That Simon Ekpa is not the one that gives them order. Simon Ekpa is just a preacher of the gospel. Just like Mazinabikano is a preacher of the gospel. Simon Ekpa is only the preacher of the gospel. And he preach the gospel. The people that know what to do with the gospel, they go ahead and do. This is the debunking video. So I don't even need to say anything. Let our general debunk him.
Yeah, good day, concessions word. I wish to set the record straight. My name is Major General Janto, Commander of the 3rd Div of Biafra Liberation Army. In Okigwe, serving under the leadership of Defense Staff General Igwe Butozo. Since the formation of the Biafran Defense Forces, BDF, which encompasses the Biafra Liberation Army, Biafran Resistance Fighter, and Biafran Navy, will have operated solemnly under the authorities of our own ranks, regardless of an individual status or role in the broader Biafran struggle for independence. We take orders executively from the people, General Igwe Botozo, and no one else. The Biafran Defense Forces emerged as a necessity, tasked with defending Biafran land from invaders and the terrorist organization that operates unchecked within Nigeria. This include the Islamic State of Iraq, Syrian, ISIS, the Islamic State West African Province, Swamp, Boko Haram, Fulani Herdsmen, Al-Qaeda, and others will also stand against the forces Islamization of our own land by Islamic jihadis who targeted Christian born churches and oppressed Biafran's population. That is 90% Christian, all under the cover of the Nigerian Islamic State. This terrorist group are frequently reintegrated into the Nigerian military and deployed to Biafra land for Sanisa purposes, include organ harvesting and land grabbing. The Biafran Defense Forces exist to protect our people from the barbarism that Nigerian aid and upset.
So, what is his name? David Chicken. I believe you have been educated by our general there to know that Simon Ekpa did not create any army. It is the Biafran people that created their army, and not me or Ajare or Simon Ekpa or APM is commanding the army of Biafra. Yes, we are finishing this. I think whether 2 minutes, then we close. So it is not any of us that is commanding the Biafra army. The Biafra army are independent. You have just listened to that very video. So listen to it again to educate yourself.
Over the past few months,
we need to
Michael
tag him.
Rubin
After this program, I'm going to tag him that video. We need to tag him that video so that he will educate himself.
Yes.
Let's go.
Even when we tag him, he will not listen. He want to continue to do propaganda.
Yeah.
The same person that said before that Simon Ekpa is sponsored by Tinubu. Now he is saying that Simon Ekpa is forming army to fight Tinubu.
Can you imagine that?
Can you imagine that? Chai, madness.
Senior policy fellow at the AEI, has published a series of articles on the organization's website, openly calling for the US government to intervene militarily in Nigeria, ostensibly to help Biafra, which according to him is a persecuted Christian oasis surrounded by a hostile Islamic majority in Nigeria. The problem here is that this is simply not true. Nigeria's population is almost evenly split between Christian and Muslim, and the base.
When I hear waiting this idiot talk, he said that the reason why Biafrans are fighting the terrorists is not true. That the Fulani terrorists are not killing people, they are not buying people, they are not taking over people's communities, they are not taking over 64 local governments in Borno State, like the governor of Borno just told you. They are not unaliving babies, women, and children in Benue, Sokoto, Kaduna, Kano on daily basis. That all those dead bodies that they see on the media, that they are all lies. This is what a human being who in mama carry for womb come out for.
Just watch him now. Watch him. Just give him a couple of days. You will see him. He will come. He will. It's either he will disappear or he will come back and start
changing his tone again like a chameleon. Just give him a couple of days. Just a couple of days.
The basis of Biafran separatism is ethnic, not religious. Rubin, however, repeatedly pushes the falsehood that the Biafran movement and the agitation by Christians facing real violence in Nigeria's Middle Belt and North are one and the same thing. This is completely false. Not only are the vast majority of the affected Christian groups not ethnically or ideologically linked to Biafran separatism, but even the Biafran movement itself has historically never portrayed itself as a Christian nationalist movement. By deliberately conflating ethnic separatism and Christian nationalism and modeling up basic geography to misrepresent the situation, and even describing Simon Ekpa, who was recently arrested and put on trial for terrorism in Finland, as a persecuted African dissident, Rubin is knowingly pushing a dangerously false narrative for the consumption of a powerful American audience. A narrative
That is where his problem is. For the consumption of the American powerful audience. That is where the fear of Reuben Michael has become wisdom to David Chicken Dugan. He's afraid that Nigeria will fall and he will not have payrolls anymore. Hey.
narrative which, given the AEI's influence, could someday end up in an official US foreign policy document.
He's afraid that everything Reuben is doing will enter the main book of Washington, D.C. for Biafra. He's afraid that Biafra will come.
Are we going to help his fear? His fear is going to consume him. Because, whether you like it or not, Biafra will come.
Biafra must be liberated.
Yes. And your fear is going to consume you.
Hey.
Fringe ideas about Biafran exceptionalism, such as an alleged Biafran Israelite origin, have long existed and were even promoted by Mr. Kano before his arrest. They are usually recognized as fringe views and not taken seriously. This was the first time that a powerful policy organization with genuine influence over American government decision-making is attempting to mainstream the idea that one of Nigeria's 3 majority ethnic groups should be designated as an Israel by the US government, with the rest of Nigeria becoming Palestine.
This is the first time that one of the top-ranking media organization in America is taking Biafra affair on the table to see that the American government must listen to the Biafran issue. So that means from 1970s, after the genocidal war, to this time, this kind of move have not been made. So that is why we told you before that this man you see here, Ekperimaristic Ekperima, has experimented everything that no one has experimented since 1970s. He praised the highest of button. He praised the best of buttons in America. So if you like, say you detain Simon Ekpa, he has already pressed the buttons for Biafra. And what we have to do now is to continue putting more fire on those buttons, to continue to burn. While somebody like this, David, now will be coming out to start crying after realizing the reality of what Simon Ekpa has done for Biafra. He will continue to cry. And more think tank groups will be unveiling very soon.
Palestine, if you know what I mean. And if you're familiar with the AEI's position on the real Palestine, this should worry you a lot. If you're in West Africa, you should especially be worried because if this attempt...
If you are in Africa or anywhere, be worried about Michael Rubin's involvement in Biafra case because it's a powerful think tank group that Brgie has gotten as a friend for Biafra. This man, because especially yes, sir.
Rasta man wants to make a contribution to this. I don't know. Let's go. Can we call him?
Yeah, if you have time, you can call him.
Okay, let me call him because he called me.
Yeah, this man is speaking.
To seed this dangerous narrative should bear fruit. And the result...
He said dangerous narrative will bear fruit. This guy is very, very afraid of the work of Michael Rubin.
If there's any kind of sustained foreign military presence in the supposed Biafra, then there's every probability that we'll find out too late that this whole thing is being orchestrated for the same reason that every other African conflict is orchestrated. The resources. It's always the resources.
The video don't finish. So where is he?
Okay, now sorry, can you hear Rastaman?
Let him speak. Let me see whether I can hear him. Rastaman, speak.
Go ahead.
Yes,
Go ahead and talk.
go ahead. We can hear you now.
I just want to say that the boy will be say, of course, he serve the agenda of the zoo, agenda of the terrorist Fulani. So when he talks, say certain Nigeria are ablaze, it just reminds me of what Prophet Jeremiah said. He said that the word of God, which is the word of truth, is like a raging fire over the head of the wicked. Wicked is what is wicked if not the terrorism? So this is, you can understand this. This is how the Fulani sees or completely. This is how the terrorists sees exactly, because these are those where they serve their interest. And on the other way again, when you talk about ethnicity and things like this, Gumi, we can find the video where Gumi talks, say, I think it was on channel, say there is ethnic war going on in the zoo, in Nigeria, in Niger area. And it is between Fulani ethnic group and all other ethnic groups. We can find that video. I know it's a Biafrans will find it. So when we want to show this guy, we can tag it to him also to know, say, this man don't talk, say, against other ethnic group. And every other ethnic group, they cry Fulani, Fulani, Fulani everywhere. And just yesterday, APM read also their proclamation of what they started from 1804. So they don't want to hear the name of Biafra. I just wanted to chip in this one. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rastaman. They don't want to hear the name of Biafra. It's Biafra.
Mr. round up.
Thank you. And I wish I have that song there, I would have played it.
Which song is that? That first song?
That Rastaman song. They don't want to hear the name Biafra, but that name, they must hear it, whether they like it
or not.
Because Biafra has come to stay. David Hunday, I don't even know what is the benefit you have with this thing you are coming to do now. Nigeria is already on fire. Is it Ruby that will come and set? Nigeria is already on a path to what they call self-destruct. Is there anybody that cannot see it? Okay, maybe it's only this one that cannot see. You know, he's wearing glasses. He cannot see that Nigeria is already on the pedestal of destruction. And the destruction that Nigeria has set themselves up on can never be stopped. It is automatic. It is set on automatic. Nobody can stop it. So Michael Rubin is only out there to make sure that while Nigeria is being self-destroyed, those that had no interest in Nigeria, those that have been the victims of Nigeria destruction, will be saved from the catastrophe that's about to happen to Nigeria. That is the work of Michael Rubin. That's what he's interested in. That is why, because he knows that Biafra Republic government in exile are committed to saving lives and not to taking lives, he is going to collaborate and align with us to make sure that the lives that are precious, that Nigeria wants to waste for nothing, will not be wasted. Rather, those that Nigeria have always been using to waste life, they themselves will be wasted. The pit they dug, they will fall into it. The trap they set, they will be caught by it. The perfume they bought, they will use it by themselves and it will choke them. The whistle they bought, they will blow it by themselves and nobody will save them. I don't know if you people are capiche. Do you all capiche? The whistle they bought, they will use it for themselves and nobody will save them. The trap they dug, the trap they set, it will catch them by themselves. The perfume they bought for PN, they will be forced to use it. That is what is called Akanshiha Gabahono. So if you want to be careful, stay out of the path of Biafra. Stay out of the path of redemption. If you want to be destroyed with the zoo, remain in the zoo and enjoy the destruction. Enjoy the self-destruct. But for those of us that have clinged onto this the saving boat of salvation, do not come our way, because our life jackets are, we don't have the spare life jackets. Every one of us have our names written on our life jacket. I will not sacrifice my life jacket for you, Hyundai. If you were interested in having a life jacket, you would have since jumped into the boat of Biafra that is sailing out of Nigeria. But you were reluctant, like the wife of Lot. Enjoy the pillar of salt. I rest my case. I don't know. So Biafrans, you can see the mockery they are making of themselves. You can see the disgrace they are disgracing themselves. So the way you enlist yourself in making sure you get your name written on your own life jacket is by supporting BLA. This same BLA that has kept Biafra land safe. Please, tomorrow, or we are already on the Saturday. Today is Saturday. For this fundraising, you are going to show David Hyundai that the name you have on your own life jacket and on your own saving jacket, that you will not allow anybody to snatch it. Keep painting your jacket with the colors it deserves. And any day you come into this fundraising and you sow your seed, you are maintaining your life jacket. Because if you do not continue with consistency, somebody else might come and take over your life jacket. And I know you are not going to be allowing that to happen. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Machineke. You have done justice to this David chicken. That song where PM been they sing about chicken. Yeah, I forget that song.
And that's not bad for singer for us. That's not bad.
Jay, how I can forget that song? Oh, chicken.
Make I call Rastaman. Maybe Rastaman go remember that.
Customer, maybe you could remember.
Make I where Rastaman. Make I call her.
For food.
Remember this chicken.
Chicken, no, they last for food. Chicken, no, they last for food.
Rastaman, I sing that song. I don't know where that song come. Somebody go pick so.
Chicken, no, they last for food. I mean, I saw chicken, no, they last for food.
Yeah. You get the song where Sonny say make we sing. You remember the song, Sonny? Tell us somebody when I go here.
Chicken, no, they last for food. Chicken.
The back of that song, you get one time. I don't know where PM get that song from, but no some part me I remember. Where they talk say, chicken no they cry for night.
That's it.
Chicken no they cry for night. But the verse say if chicken cry for night, the owner will catch the chicken. Then they go play man for to go. The only place I still do that part, but maybe I will go search to see, and I have to really memorize that particular part. But the fact, cry for night. Chicken no they cry for night. This one, you know they leave my head.
Okay. Thank you, Marsama.
Chicken, no, they cry for night. I remember. Who? Chicken, no, they cry for night. Who? Chicken, no, they cry for night. Okay, Biafran people, thank you so much, and we'll see you tomorrow in our fundraising. I think in the morning we will come up with one wonderful topic that you didn't even know. So maybe we will float that one till the time of fundraising. We have to fire shot from left, right, center, so that when you listen to DSS director here, he asks you, is only a tree that will stand and see that somebody is coming to kill you, and you allow the person to come and kill you. So you need to do what? Use something to defend yourself. So tomorrow we will be asking some of you some questions. The DSS say that you should use survival whistle to defend yourself, or you have to.
Maybe Gazi should go and meet DSS. Maybe they will give her a contract of whistle. She will not replace their whistle. Replace their gun with the whistle.
The DSS officer say use a whistle.
Yeah.
Or he said you should use.
Go.
You should. They say that our PM form 4-man committee to go and launch survival whistle structure.
So PM go look the way Fulani they attack, destroy our land. Instead of launching people that will defend it, he will not go and launch committee to go and get the best whistle from diaspora. Kai! Oh, what a disgrace!
I will set the space against tomorrow this night. So Biafra's key in, because we'll start early in the morning. We'll be asking some questions. Did Prime Minister set up a 4-man structure committee for survival whistle? We salute all of you and see you all tomorrow. God bless you guys. That music of MC.
If I'm a coalition, Haji me rendition. Okwankwo ni ifa baro fenye mo condition. Baka ejezo kubia, baka onye nzọpụta. Mana eme new man, mazi NK ga-apụta. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu enyeghị ifa na revelation. Si na temptation, gada ya na affliction.
But after temptation, no more celebration. No time for segregation, no more tribulation. Finally,
Odogwu amadi ka eze ndị Igbo niile. Ibe na-ekweghị okpukpe ekpechara ebe ya ọga. Over 10 years ka na-achọ odogwu. Nne ya mechara nwụọ, nna ya mecha nwụọ. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, hope of common man. 20 can charge, ọ kụrụ ya hands down.
Finally,